Alright. What's up? Grandpa coming at you with another video. Now, this is just gonna be a rant because this stuff with LeBron is getting so much attention. Not unlike it normally is. But it just had me thinking, okay, so he goes down with this injury, and it's the same thing, but he pulled the old one out. He pulled the old groin injury out. That was the injury when he first hit LA. And what really made me want to go on this rant is because I saw the footage. I guess I didn't see it in the game last night because I was back and forth with it. But Jason Tatum was trying to drive on him. And LeBron acts like he just got hit with the hardest elbow in the world. And then, but it's like that all the time with these injuries he gets. The commentators just can't say, well, here he goes with another injury or something along those lines. They just got to go with it like it's legit. And which is crazy. Everybody sees this man putting on, but I don't. But the commentators have to act like this is a normal thing. This isn't an act and stuff. So it's just crazy. It's crazy that the NBA is under this type of behavior. Like back in the day, I hate to say it like that, but it is what it is. When I was a lot younger, guys were going out there, okay, like back when was this? Like 87, 90, 87, 88, 89, one of those, around those lines, around that time. I remember Michael Jordan had a wrist injury, and I think he made it worse. It was a Pistons game. He made it worse or something. He hurt like the inside of he had like a wrap around his thumb and wrist, and he hurt it during playing the Pistons. And we all know that was like a heated rivalry. So, and it was a regular season game. So then they had to come back the next game, and then they had to play Philly. And Philly had Barkley at the time. They was doing, pretty good. And Barkley is a physical player. So Jordan came back and played, and he balled out. And it was like that for a couple of games with his thumb, wrist, whatever the case. But he gutted it out. I remember Kobe ripping his finger up in the playoffs. They were saying something about it. It was like two of his shooting fingers was, two fingers on his shooting hand was broke or something like that. Strapped it up. Isaiah Thomas, when they was going to the finals, and that was the finals they had lost to the Lakers, the one where the phantom call against Kareem came. He had I remember him having a wrap around his leg, and it was his hamstring. I remember that, but that led to the game where he messed his ankle up, sprained his ankle, and put on one of the greatest performances in finals history still. So, in the past, NBA has always had players that had a high pain threshold. And luckily, it was the stars that did that. And not even to mention the like role players and players along those lines. Hey, you played. But now we're in the era of load management, things of that nature. And Kawhi Leonard, they say the man don't like to play unless he like 100%. The way it comes out, the way it's explained to us is that he has a chronic knee issue and it's not gonna get any better. So this is the way to manage it and all that. I mean, that's a shame because he is or was a player that was kind of like at the top. He was at the top around the time when he got traded to Toronto. That's the reason why Toronto won the title. They had enough players to compliment him, and they won the title. That was an exciting run to me. But alas, he can't, do it. And now his defense done fell off. We're gonna see how that plays out. But LeBron going down last night with the groin injury. I had a feeling when I saw the game when it was like 20 points, they was up 20 points. I'm like, this dude might quit. And sure enough, when I came back to the game, I'm like, man, where's LeBron at? And then I had to look it up. I'm like, what? This dude right here. This dude right here has no chill. That's what no chill. He got no chill, man. So, let me see another thing that Geno Smith got traded to the Raiders. He been balling out for Seattle for the last couple years. I guess Seattle don't want him. Shout out to Geno Smith. Because, he should be able to do a little bit as long as they get a couple of more receivers, which it's no shortage of because it's a lot of receivers out there in play. See how that plays out when the season comes up. I can't wait for the NFL season. Let's see. I saw something on Instagram about, and I'm sorry, just to double back on the injury thing. I was looking at a post from Instagram and it had Rick Pitino having this interview, and he was talking about, he don't do all the, running and all that other stuff. He focuses on playing. And he said the best thing to do when you're a basketball player is to play. And I totally agree. Like, man, if I went out on the court now, man, I'd be looking so uncoordinated, and oh man, it would be a struggle. But I remember when I was playing consistently and I did miss a couple of days from playing, I needed to get back into a groove. I felt like I needed to get back into the groove, which, explains some of Paul George's injuries. He ain't playing every day. So that's the reason why he didn't got hurt, these little knickknacks, because the more you play, the sharper your blade gets, so to speak. So, but getting back, and I'm going to have to do some research on it, but I was looking at another post on Instagram, and it was talking about Jeremy Lamb dating the daughter of the owner, and he has a lot of say in what goes on with the team. And if that's true, I promise I'm going to look this up soon. Look this up in a few minutes. If that's the case, that explains everything. That explains everything. But that happens when I ain't gonna even get into that. But so we see what else is out there. Oh, it was another post I saw on Instagram. De'Aaron Fox's wife and Malik Monk was having a very, not heated, but somewhat intense discussion. Wonder what that was all about. Because Malik Monk and De'Aaron Fox played together, if I'm not mistaken. They played together in Kentucky. So I'm pretty sure he knows his wife. So who knows what that's all about. I'm not looking, I'm just spitting off stuff that's on top of my dome right now. Before I go into work, I will make another going home video. That's what I'm doing when I make these videos at night and I'm driving home from work. So I think that's all that I can think about right now. So Grandpa signing off. Get back.